From the 2007 Joe Stapleton and Amanda Leatherman. Tonight on Pokerwired.
Welcome to Pokerwired. I'm Joe Stapleton.
And I'm Amanda Leatherman.
After 5 weeks of bad poker, questionable rulings, and overly aggressive railbirds, it is now time for, well, the single largest, most impressive display of bad poker, questionable rulings, and overly aggressive railbirds. That's right, it's time for the 2007 World Series of Poker main event.
Stop it. While the numbers were obviously down, the expected turnout was still big enough for the officials to add a fourth day one to the event.
World's largest donkament. Thank you.
Welcome to Pokerwired. I'm Amanda Leatherman. This thing is Joe Stapleton, and we're coming to you from the luxurious Bellagio, home of the 2007 Bellagio Cup 3.
While we normally like to talk straight poker here on Pokerwired, we're going to take a second to tell you guys a little story about some goodwill.
On July 5th, the star-studded field of actors, poker players, and just plain old rich people ponied up $5K to participate in the Ante-Up for Africa charity event.
That's right, this event was the brainchild of both Don Cheadle and Andy Duke, who hope to use their celebrity in order to raise awareness for the humanitarian crisis in Darfur. Don Cheadle is, of course, famous for starring in such films as the Ocean's 11 movies and also Hotel Rwanda, while Andy Duke is famous for being Howard Lederer's sister.
Oh my God, Joe, do you know who was playing that event? When I was in the Amazon room, I saw Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, super hot by the way, Charles Barkley, and my favorite guy, Adam Sandler.
Yeah, and that's not to mention the guy who won the event. I can't even believe it, one of the world's biggest stars, literally. Shaquille O'Neal won over $200,000. From what I understand, that's how much one of his pairs of custom shoes cost.
What are you talking about?
Shaq won the event. I distinctly remember hearing someone say that Shaq won.
No, Dan Shaq. Dan Shaq won the event. He chopped first and second place with his opponent. They gave 100% of their winnings to charity. So special congratulations, Dan Shaq and Brandon Moran.
Amanda, you really expect me to believe that there are two Shaqs?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I feel like a real Moran.
In other news, the 2007 World Series of Poker Player of the Year award went to Tom Schneider. The Arizona-based accountant took down 2 World Series of Poker bracelets this year, beating out Jeffrey Lissandro by a mere 30 points.
That's right, and by winning World Series of Poker Player of the Year, Tom Schneider becomes the world's most relevant man with the last name Schneider, vaulting himself ahead of German soccer star Bernd Schneider, B-52's lead singer Fred Schneider, Tin Roof, and finally, SNL funny man Rob Schneider, who held the spot for over 12 years.
Don't give up the fight, Rob!
That's right. And actually, speaking of fighting, the internet forums and chat rooms are abuzz right now with a controversy that has developed between David Singer and the World Series of Poker regarding the no cell phone rule.
David is contesting his bust out from day 1C of the main event because the player who eliminated him pulled out his cell phone, turned off the ringer during the hand. David argues that the no cell phone rule, which bans devices from being used at the table, meant the opponent's hand should have been dead.
David Singer is actually demanding a refund of his $10,000 buy-in to the event. And I gotta tell you, after seeing a picture of this mysterious cell phone guy, I'm starting to think he's got a point. Check out this dude. Can you hear me now, you smug son of a bitch?
Other notable players who busted on day 1 of the main event include Doyle Brunson, Phil Ivey, your boy Burt Booten, and Z. Justin Bonomo. Along with being an internet phenom, Z. Justin was involved in a scandal a few years back on Party Poker when he was caught using multiple accounts.
You know, man, I'm not going to lie. I'm very disappointed at Z. Justin being eliminated. He was my #1 pick on my A team in my Full Tilt Fantasy Draft. Although I'm not terribly worried because I've also got this guy.
Well, that's all the time we have for Pokerwire this week.
For Amanda Leatherman, this is Joe Stapleton saying, we're all out.
It is romantic.
You like this?
I like it. Do you like my hair? Sexy, huh?
I like it. You look like a pack of fruit stripe gum.
That's sexy.
Sexy and delicious.
Eesh.